This is Nick with Build Brothers Roofing. Started my digital inspection at 4125 Chippewa Court. We are on top of an asphalt shingle roof. This is a 3-tab shingle roof. It's a pretty aged product, but right off the bat, right when I got off the roof, I saw one major fundamental issue with the way that this roof was installed. You'll notice here we have a nice cut valley, but the problem that we have is that the higher slope is going underneath the lower slope. So obviously, as water, whenever it rains, gravity allows that water to flow down this roof plane, and it ends up getting underneath the lower roof plane. And you can see just how loose this is. You can see how much water and debris has been accumulating underneath this valley for quite some time. You'll notice on the other side, this is correct. You can see that the higher roof plane is overlapping the lower roof plane, so not as much water is getting underneath it, as you can tell. So that's a major fundamental issue with the way that this roof was installed, especially on an older product like this. You know, there definitely is a chance for that section of the roof to leak a lot sooner than it should. You'll also notice that we have a ton of pool solar on this roof. Each and every one of these panels comes with its own penetration, and when you're dealing with an older roof product like this older 3-tab shingle, it is a recipe for disaster a lot of times. You can see we got a bunch of photovoltaic solar on this side as well. You'll see right off the bat also, we have a pool solar system that is also leaking. So you can see how wet this is. So water's just been getting underneath or on top of this product for quite some time. You can also see just how loose this product is. So the adhesiveness of the shingle has gone away. You can see how rusted out that nail is. So water's been getting underneath this shingle for quite some time. There's a good amount of granule loss on this shingle product as well. So essentially what happens is over time, the oils on this shingle start to evaporate, and every time it rains, the granules start to deplete, and they end up in the gutters just like they are right now. You can see how they're weighing down these gutters. These gutters are literally just full of granules from the shingle itself. And again, you can really just see how loose all this is. The adhesiveness of this shingle has, you know, completely diminished. It only takes a little bit to lift this stuff up. You also notice the fiberglass is starting to be exposed. Once that fiberglass is exposed, the waterproofing begins to be greatly affected. We'll work over to this flat section of the roof. You can see that this is a torched down modified bitumen material. And you can see the amount of granule loss on this flat roof also. You'll also notice that the product itself is starting to come up along the seams of the drip edge as well, so it's no longer adhering to the drip edge. There's a good little dip right here also, so every time it rains, water's getting underneath this section of the roof. You can see the seams are starting to come up as well. Everything's starting to loosen up. And again, all the granule loss that started to occur on this product as well. So same thing as the asphalt shingle, the oils start to evaporate. And as those oils evaporate, the granules end up on the pool solar like they are here, and they'll end up along the edges, and it'll start to pool and accumulate. So these are all granules from the roofing product itself. So based off of this inspection, let me just point out a few other things. We have a cable right here that penetrated the roof, not properly sealed. You can see how that's starting to come apart as well. And then we also have a makeshift skylight over on this section also. So we're not going to be working over that portion at all. So based off of my inspection, based off of the age of this 3-tab shingle, the lack of adhesiveness throughout, you can see these shingles are literally just coming up right now. And this is evident throughout the entire roof. All it takes is a little bit of wind to push these shingles up and allow for water to get directly underneath it. You know, this roof can last another couple years. Obviously, we live in San Diego. We don't get a whole lot of crazy weather, and if the roof isn't leaking currently, then yeah, you could get some more life out of it. But based off of this material's age, based off the condition of it, the marks, the stains, the lack of granules, the lack of adhesiveness, the amount of penetrations that are already on this roof, I would highly suggest that the homeowner is proactive when it comes to replacing this roof. I could say that this roof has another 2 to 3 years left in it, just based off of the condition of the material itself. But due to some of the fundamental flaws that I pointed out on this roof, and due to the amount of penetrations that are already on this roof, I would highly suggest that the homeowner is proactive when it comes to replacing it. If anything, they need to be vigilant when it comes to inspecting the roof, keeping an eye on it, checking the attic whenever it rains, just to ensure that there are no new stains that are popping up whenever that comes through. If they do want to go ahead and replace, we're going to tear this down to the decking. We'll replace the current underlayment with a synthetic underlayment. That's part of the 50-year Owens Corning roofing system warranty that you get when you use a company like us. Because we are an Owens Corning preferred contractor, we're also going to be providing a lifetime workmanship warranty. We'll be removing and reinstalling both the pool solar and the photovoltaic solar. For the flat section, I would like to replace that with a TPO roof, TPO roofing material. It's more of a commercial grade product. Your neighbor right on the other side has it on their roof, but it does a really good job of withstanding any kind of ponding water, and that's kind of what we're getting throughout. It's also highly reflective. It's going to reflect a lot of sunlight. Back to the slope roof, tear it down to the decking. Like I said, synthetic underlayment is then installed. We're going to install starter shingle along the entire perimeter. So you'll notice how everything is so loose around the edges. That's not going to be occurring when you use proper starter shingle on a roof. Once that's installed, we're also going to be installing brand new drip edge along the entire perimeter. Drip edge is this piece of metal flashing that allows water to run off this metal as opposed to running down the wood itself. Once all that's said and done, we'll go ahead and reseal all the penetrations and reflash all the penetrations as well. We'll paint the penetrations to match whatever color roof the homeowner ends up going with. And then at that point, the actual roofing shingle is installed, and this homeowner will have a roof on their house that they'll never have to deal with for the rest of the time that they're in the home itself. That's it for my inspection.